Welcome to Turn Down Service. My name is Joy, and I am writer of Undiscovered It Girl here on Substack. And Turn Down Service is our weekly commitment to just doing a little something for ourselves, coming together, doing our skincare routine, um, talking some products, talking some tools, and talking a little bit of life and where we commune in the spirit of beauty. I'm just getting the vibe right, a little Palo Santo. Um, Feeling good, feeling great. I hope you are as well, and that everybody is having a beautiful week thus far. Sorry, I just saw something here in my bathroom. I have been having a few issues with some pests in my home, which is I'm going to take it as an indication that the seasons are continuing to change. Um, wow, the sun is really coming out. But anyway, we're hopping on live. We're staying committed to this journey, to this practice of doing something beautiful for ourselves at least once a week. And it's just so important. So important, especially this time of year. We're going to start with facial massage, as we always do. We're going to talk a little bit about, I shared with you that last, maybe going on 3 weeks now. 3 weeks ago, I had a treatment. I had the salmon sperm facial, which was a microneedling treatment. And I want to talk to you a little bit about how that treatment is doing, how it's progressing. If you follow me on Instagram at all, I was sharing that it takes about 4 weeks to see the full results of that treatment, and I feel like I'm really enjoying the results thus far, and it's doing pretty much what I wanted it to do. Um, But again, we're going to start with facial massage and just kind of go through the natural routine that I always do. And then we'll incorporate that into the conversation. I'm going to use my Solidite massage tool. It has these three different ridges and sides to it that allow me to massage and manipulate the muscle in different ways. And I always love to start on this side because I have TMJ that really got amped up here on this side. So it always just, this feels really, really nice. Making sure that we take everything down here into the lymphatic system. I am using a Dewy Skin Oil by Yatsara, and it smells amazing. Oh God, this side right here. But it's gotten a lot better though. I actually got Botox in that side as well, and I can definitely feel the difference just in the massaging from side to side. If you don't know, now you know that our face is naturally asymmetrical. Like it's not naturally symmetrical. Um, so things like massaging, even injectables, like I just talked about with Botox, um, even fillers, they help us achieve that symmetry because there really is a science to beauty. And believe it or not, the more that's what makeup does. When I was a makeup artist for many years, people didn't understand that, structuring the brows and all of that. Like the face is naturally uneven, but the more symmetrical that I can make the face, the more beautiful that face is. So that's really something that we see. It's just that the more uneven the face is, which is natural. I'm not saying that it's wrong, but I'm saying that the more uneven it is, the more displeasing to the eye. The more symmetrical the face is, the more pleasing to the eye. That's just kind of the science behind what we're all seeing as beautiful, aesthetically beautiful. So yes, I was saying, and I'm just using this side, just to kind of really get in and sculpt, and I feel that resistance right there. And it's nice with these tools that it's not about digging into my skin at all, but the more I just let the weight of this tool continue to glide over that part that is resistant and smooth that out. That's what I'm moving. Toxins, anything that's built up in that muscle, and moving it down naturally into the lymphatic system and allowing it to kind of drain out naturally. And that's what I love about facial massage. It is just this beautiful, natural way to create symmetry and ease in the face and in the body. I wish I could do it more, but hey, I'm proud of myself for just sticking to it at least once a week. So that's more than I was doing before I started this practice. We are 25 episodes into this live of Turn Down Service. That's something to celebrate. We'll have a newsletter coming out by October the 1st. That is my goal. And I believe, 6th or 7th part of the series, the Head to Toe series, is coming out too. So stay tuned for that. So back to the salmon sperm facial. My personal goals for salmon sperm were to just rejuvenate my skin. What I've seen it do is just enhance overall skin quality and bring kind of, again, the youthfulness, the juiciness back to the face. That's what microneedling does on its own. But that salmon DNA, salmon, aka salmon sperm, which has that same molecular structure as human skin. That's why also, a lot of us take fish oil and omega-3s. So the way I think about it is the same way it helps internally is exactly, what it's going to do topically. It's going to get in there, rejuvenate, kind of rehydrate and plump everything back up, just like that salmon and that fish does for us internally. Helps those free radicals and everything to kind of get out. Basically, reverse the damage. Reverse any damage that we do with just sun exposure, lifestyle. Those are the things that kind of make those skin cells die faster, right? This is what's also going to help us increase cell turnover, which is something that, the older you get, you need a little more zhuzh. You need a little more help doing that. And so I'm not having like cystic acne or anything like I used to have, but I have shared that I have been in the process of losing some pounds. And all that can kind of show in the face. So I wanted a little bit more of a more plump, youthful look to my skin again. And yeah, I can definitely see a difference with the salmon DNA. I did have some purging throughout the process, which is absolutely natural. I've talked about before that when we have treatments, we do want to see a reaction. If your skin doesn't react at all, and a lot of times that means that we haven't done too much to actually restructure anything when it comes to like fine lines, wrinkles, anything like that. So we want to see the skin react. And that purging, I was talking about little milia that I was getting. Yeah, that definitely kind of showed up and was coming up and out of my skin. And I talk a whole lot about cycles when it comes to our skin. So I am just a few days away from my menstrual cycle. Just put on this product here, this retinol. Um, and I was also feeling that, in my skin, that progesterone floods my hormonal system, and it just kind of takes away that juiciness that I was talking about, and can also kind of amp up breakouts. So I was kind of having a few breakouts this week, but was able to go ahead and get those under control with my good old retinol and my clindamycin prescription that helps with any acneic reactions. I am trying something new today. This is a sample that I got from Sephora. Superfood Skin Drip. You guys know that I'm firm now. I'm firm on my routine, and I like to stick with the same products. If we do try anything new, I like to give it a good 30 days to try that product and actually see the results. But we are going to try this just because I have a new sample of it. I did look at the ingredients list. Um, the first ingredient was water, which is always a great sign for anything that we want to hydrate the skin. And then I think it was glycerin and niacinamide was the next. So those are going to be the three strongest ingredients in the product. I do like the way it feels. So far, so good. And it feels very similar to my barrier bounce that I normally use, which is more of a hydrating serum. Um, Not too thick and not too thin. So I like the feel of that. I actually like it a lot. So we'll continue to use that throughout the week and see what it does for the kid. But overall, yeah, I definitely wanted to share updates with Salmon DNA. Like I said, even my face, I don't really have too many issues with fine lines and wrinkles, but I was noticing, kind of like a little area right here. Um, my expectation wasn't for it to completely remove any signs of aging. I'm not trying to age backwards. That's not my thing. But I want to look the absolute best that I can for 44, that I possibly can. And so I do think that Sam DNA has helped me achieve that. And it brought back just that rejuvenation to the skin that I was looking for. So I recommend it for sure. If you have any questions about it, feel free to send them to me, ask them. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, there's a post there breaking down exactly how the treatment went, and I will be including that in the newsletter as well. um, what the actual procedure was like, how it felt. Um, Showed you pictures, videos, all that good stuff. And so yeah, this is the update. So we have about one more week to see the full potential, but we're pretty much there. We are pretty much there. And I'm not really gonna see what it did for my skin like at its ultimate until I hit my ovulation phase. Again, that's when our skin looks its absolute best, prim and pristine. And I'm a week out from kind of the worst that it looks during the month. So I think that'll be the better time to really, really be a judge of it. But okay. So I am wishing everybody a fabulous rest of their Sunday. I'm gonna go continue to enjoy mine. The weather is starting to try to cool down here in New Orleans just a bit. Um, and it's starting to get darker earlier. So that's why I hopped on a little bit early. Go ahead and enjoy the rest of my Sunday. And I want you to do the same and just continue to do the best things that you can possibly do for yourself. Look good, smell good, keep good people in your life, have great sex, eat good food, drink good drinks. Do that for yourself, honey. Do that for yourself. And everything else in this world will have to match you on that vibration. So I love y'all to death. And well, I love you to life, really. And I'll see you next Sunday, God willing. All right, y'all. Peace.